Hello, this is Jacqueline here with another grow video. Good morning. I want to talk about the church this morning. Hello there, church folks. I want to get on the church because I remember I know there's a lot of spiritually wounded people in the church. And a lot of people come to church who are so lost looking for answers. And, the music is beautiful and uplifting. And then you get into the church foolishness. It don't even take all of that. It just don't take all of that. We need to get back grounded into what's what. You know, back in the slavery days and in ancient South Africa, they didn't have to pass the anniversary day and the singles day and the usher board meeting. And and I understand all this stuff in organized religion, but you know what, you got a lot of church foolishness going on nowadays. you know you got a lot of people that you got a lot of spiritually wounded people, but then at the same time you got this spiritual warfare that's actually going on. And so when we talk about putting on the whole armor of God, yes, you put on that whole armor of God, but at the same time you still got these spiritual demons in the church that's out to get you. No matter what you do, you can have the gospel of peace on your shoes all you want, but the enemy gonna still attack and attack and attack and attack. I'm gonna tell you something. God didn't invent everything. God didn't invent no flies. Flies are spiritual enemy. They are. They represent spiritual evil. They really do. And so when you think about God and his creation, think about beautiful things. So we have this spiritual warfare that is constantly attacking us, constantly attacking us. And I know it's funny to think about, but I'm being serious. When you think about a fly and they bugging you, they just constantly flying around, it's all around your head and everything. You trying to hit it, then finally you just get up and you grab a can of Raid then and take off. That's just like these demons we dealing with. They just all around. They everywhere. You can't see them really, but they trying to attack you. They trying to come at you. And so, yeah, you got on this whole armor of God, but while you in the church, you dealing with all this church foolishness. It takes your eyes off the prize. And then next thing you know, there you go lost again, right back where you started from. Well, what happened? I went to church. I was in church. It don't start in church. It starts here. It starts in your heart. It starts with you beginning to get you in order. And that's what the growth program is all about. Is greatness reached over oppression through wisdom, through our mind that God gave us. That's where you start. That's where it began at in the first place. It began here. So we don't need all this other church foolishness. You don't have to worry about if you got I gotta put my last $10 in the collection plate. Well, I done paid so much money. I wanted the pastor gonna help me with the light bill. You ain't gotta worry about all that foolishness. And all the other stuff that they got going on right now in the church. I love the church. I've had some wonderful times in church, but you know what? You got church, you got demons in church, and you just got to put it out there. It's demons in the church. The devil's in the church. The spirits are in the church, just like they're good spirits in the church. You got a warfare going on. You got a battle. And when you want to think about this battle, think about in ancient South African times, they fought physical battles and became kings and queens. We're fighting spiritual battles. So we want to beat these battles, and become kings and queens that God aspired us to be. We got to motivate ourselves. So I'm here to motivate you. I don't want to be a queen by myself. I want some more queens and some more kings besides me and my husband. So, I want y'all to join us. So I want to get you on the path to grow. It don't cost nothing to grow. It's free to grow. Let's grow together. I want to share in the glory. I want everybody to have the glory because I want us as an African American community to rise up. To look past them drugs that they trying to push at you. To look past that slave mentality. You may have a felony, a misdemeanor, or something on your record. You can get past that. That ain't nothing. You can still reach your greatness. You can still achieve. People went on with felonies. They done went on to Congress. They become judges. A felony don't mean nothing. We can get past that. You can grow past that. So I don't want, people who have been oppressed and who continue to be oppressed will begin to oppress themselves. It puts you in that mindset because you've been so down and out and so depressed and don't know what to do that you will begin to oppress yourself. And then not only oppress yourself, but oppress the next person. Oppress somebody that you know. Oppress your mama. Oppress your little brother, your cousin, anybody. It happens because it's what has happened to us. But we are going to break this cycle of oppression. That's what grow is all about, breaking the cycle of oppression. Whatever that oppression is. We need to free our minds and then begin to build on ourselves because we have suffered long enough. We've persevered long enough. Now we're building our character. We're building our character because if you ain't noticed, there's a stirring in the wind lately. There's a change in the atmosphere. So right now, this character that we've been suffering and persevering, this character about to come out. This character about to build up. God said in His Word, His people are going to rise. So you are going to rise with me. Grab hold of my hand. I ain't leaving you behind. I know that there are going to be some who resist. But I'm telling you right now, if you put in your mind that you want better for your life, you want better for your children, you want better for your city, you want better for your state, and you want better for your country, you need to grow and get on board. And it starts with your heart and your mind and yourself. Just begin to think of yourself better. Just because you got money don't mean you just got to go spend it all and be broke and looking crazy next 2 weeks. Now you got to start growing. You got to start thinking better. You got to start building wealth. You got to start thinking about buying a house or thinking about a job that I don't want just a job. I want to run the company. You got to start thinking like that. Start thinking better about yourself. Don't get stuck where you at. If you're a bus driver, don't get stuck driving the buses. Move to the office and start writing the routes. Start thinking better about yourself. And that's what grow is all about because our African American community is going to rise. I'm determined to make it rise. If I got to shout to the rooftops, I'm going to tell you something one day, and it's the honest God truth. One day, the message that I'm getting out here right now, I honestly started to go buy me a bullhorn and stand in the middle of my town and start hollering and screaming. But I said, no, this is a better way of getting the message out because the people that down there where I live at, they already know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to get the word out there. And I hope you help me to get it out there because I want our African American community to rise. We have been oppressed long enough. And when I say we've been oppressed long enough, it don't mean that you go take it out on the white man. No, you gonna take it out on yourself because what you gonna do is you gonna begin to build up yourself. We done suffered and persevered long enough. Now it's time to build up that character and bring about the hope in those results. We got, you got a house you want, you got a car you want, you got a job you want to get off drugs, you want to stop drinking, you want to stop lying. It's time to grow. I love you. Peace.